Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm your host here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Schwan.
How we doing?
Fantastic. If this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every other week or so, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop, where we got a lot of different benefits for you people. The most popular tier is the $5 producer tier, where you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube, as we are doing right now. You can also get a bonus episode every month, and if you miss the live recording, you can watch it before it goes live for everybody. On that note, some of our patrons deserve a shout out, just like our patron saint, the man with the bar named after him, Mr. John Tingley. Also our affiliates, Derek Bamford, James Solar. Make sure you check out James Games and More on YouTube, doing the Mission Report, his new Nintendo show. Keep it up, James. And Mom. And also our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, and Dustin Downs. If you like cool t-shirts and the like, you can always go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. Let me first apologize for my voice. I'm quite sick. I did test myself, and I don't have COVID or the flu. I just have the cold. I have the yearly cold, and I started French, and now I am turning into Babu. And I don't know. I can never do accents because it always just ends up Indian. So I apologize for my voice. Sean and I are in the middle of Snowpocalypse 26. Did we have Snowpocalypse last time? Was that last year or was that 2 years ago?
I don't know if it was apocalypse, but we got snow last year.
When were they out of school for a week? Was that last year or was that 2 years ago?
Oh, I feel like last year was only a day or two. I don't think it was that bad.
Okay.
I remember I got a video last year. We got snow overnight, and I let Murphy out, and I took a video because I was like, I want to see, what Murphy's going to do in the snow. I'm like, go on, go, buddy, go. And he went out and he just kind of took 2 steps out and kind of like looked around. And he's like, I don't like this. And he peed on the porch and then went back inside. So
He said,
I don't think it.
he said, I'm a Southern dog.
I don't remember missing school last year, at least much of it. But
Yeah.
I think the year Maddie was born, so 4 years ago, was I think the big one where we got like a foot of snow or something. There's like a big one. I think that was the last like really big one. But yeah, this has been it's been a little disruptive.
Meanwhile, Derek in the chat saying he's got 2 feet of snow up there. Yeah. That's see,
they know how to deal with it.
That's why we moved away from New York, because we couldn't deal with living in Snowtown, USA. And it's here. Just the one time a year, sometimes when it happens, is crazy. Like we got 5 or 6 inches of snow plus some ice, and it's just ridiculous. We got lucky where we are because we did not get hit with an ice storm, thank God. But yeah, it's been rough, and I have a cold. I'm very, very thick. So it's been a rough week. It's only Wednesday. I feel like this has been the longest 3-day work week so far of all time. I love my family, but it's something about them all being here that it's just like, holy cow, these days just take forever now. Oh, what are you going to do? We haven't podcasted in a few weeks, Sean. Since we last podcasted, we Giants fans have a head coach. And I would like to say for the first time in a long time, we have hope. And rebellions are built on hope.
Rebellions were built on hope. In my ears, we said that totally in sync, but I'm sure with the delay, I was probably like 2 seconds behind.
No.
I don't like that we're not getting Munkin.
I know. I cannot. Why would you want to be the Cleveland coach?
Name. I feel like I hadn't even heard that name until like a month. Well, not even a month, like 2 weeks ago. But now I'm already upset that we're not getting him. I would have liked McDaniel, but he's gone. Like, I feel like there's no. And even Dable, even though it would have been funny, I would have taken him back.
It would have been hilarious.
I feel like there's no. Honestly, at this point, it's what's his name that you mentioned,
Davis Webb. But
Davis Webb.
I don't think we're going to get him
I would take him in
because
a heartbeat.
Sean Payton, they just fired their offensive coordinator. So they're going to move him up from QB coach or whatever
Probably,
to offensive
yeah.
coordinator. So we're not getting him either. So I don't know who we're going to have, but I mean, at least we've got an adult in the room when it comes to coach. Shout out to Derek and everybody up in the Northeast. You guys really survived your long 4 year. Yep, there he is. Patriots back in the Super Bowl, baby. Your whole 4 years out in the wilderness. I don't know how you survived it, but you did. And look at you. And yes, will I always be salty that stupid freaking Tommy Cutlets, who Sean loves and my mom loves, and I fucking hate with the passion of 1,000 suns. He just had to beat the Eagles or whoever he beat 2 games at the end of the season, and that's why we ended up drafting 4th or 5th, whatever it was, when we got Malik. And I love Malik, but he's the reason we didn't get Drake May. And now Drake May's in the Super Bowl. Cool. Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame first round it's the stupidest thing ever. And I've heard a lot of people talking about that it's not really the Spygate thing. It's the way they do the Hall of Fame voting now. That like the players that are in the senior committee or whatever, it's like their last time they can be up for election. Belichick competes for some reason. They group these 3 people together: the senior nominees, owners, and coaches.
I don't understand.
5 people and you could only vote for 3. How stupid is this process? And they just changed this.
The purpose of owners being eligible. Like, you're doing a great job of just
spending money.
Team. Like,
yeah.
As much as I don't like him, Jared Jones, I get it. He's owner / GM / president / whatever. Like,
and he literally changed the league.
Owner, all you do is own the team. Like, great job owning that team. Like, how stupid. Like, Robert
just don't
Kraft,
be an idiot.
I get it. Like, ever since he took over that whole team, the franchise has been different. Like, and he's been the one consistent thing. So I kind of get it, but also, like, you're in the Hall of Fame for owning a team. Like, come on now, that's stupid. But
well, a lot of people are saying that he was getting Bill Polian, and Bill Polian, I don't remember if I voted for him or not. Go kiss my ass, Bill Polian. You don't like Belichick. Kraft was probably like in his ear, like, you got it. I don't want him going in at the same time as I do because they hate each other. It's just so stupid. He's obviously the greatest coach of all time. It's so dumb. He's got history with our Giants as well. It's just so stupid. Yeah. But for the superb owl, I will say, sorry, Derek, stranger things have happened, and Sam Darnold could easily go pumpkin mode. That damn Seattle team, though, if they play like they did against the Rams, they're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
I'm rooting for Seattle.
Me too.
I think Seattle is by far the better team. I think New England wins. I don't know. I have nothing against Drake May. And I know it's the algorithm just wanting to pit everybody against everybody. I'm so sick of hearing about how Drake May is Tom Brady 2.0. I'm so over it. He's good. He's pretty good. You're pretty good.
You're pretty
He had
good.
a very good year. They could have been. They're not in the Super Bowl because of Drake May.
No.
They could have done that with almost anybody at quarterback, especially in the playoffs. He has not done much. He hasn't really made the mistakes. He's made some mistakes, but none of them have been costly.
And like, if Bo Nix didn't get hurt
every single game. Yeah. Bo Nix isn't hurt. Denver wins that game.
Yeah.
They probably win the game if Stidham doesn't just like throw the ball to so I don't know. I have nothing. I didn't like the Patriots back in the Brady days. I now really like Brady. I've come around on him. He's the best ever. I don't care. I don't hate the Patriots the way I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Patriots are a very good team. I think Drake May is overrated. I think the Patriots win the game. I think Seattle should. I think they're the better team. But it just seems like everything is coming up,
Patriots.
Patriots. So
Seattle is definitely the more talented team. I think it's either going to be
if Seattle scores 21 points, I think they win.
I think Seattle either wins big or New England wins close. Like it's either going to be New England 20-17 or it's going to be 34-17 Seattle. It's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for Seattle. And the funny thing is I didn't used to hate the Patriots, even though it's the whole New York, Boston thing. I didn't care back then because I was a dumb kid. I just liked Drew Bledsoe. And of course, Parcells went there and we love Parcells. So I was like, I can't hate the Patriots. I started hating the Patriots when Drew Bledsoe almost died on the field and Tom Brady came in.
I rooted for the Patriots in Super Bowl
in 96. Whatever it was.
Yeah, what was that, 31?
Yeah, 30 was the Cowboys,
30,
so I think it was 31, yeah.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Patriots then. I feel like they got blown out. It wasn't very
They got
good.
destroyed.
They lost pretty bad to Green Bay.
Yeah.
And then I rooted for them when they beat St. Louis.
I did not.
And after that, I rooted for Carolina over them. I don't remember who I rooted for in the first New England Philly Super Bowl. I think I was actually rooting for New England. But like
I just hate
I was
watched
rooting
it.
for the Giants. I was rooting for the Giants. I was rooting for the Rams. I was rooting for the Falcons, and I was rooting for Philly the second time. But like this Patriots team, I don't know how you can. I don't like Diggs. That kind of goes without saying. I have nothing against Vrabel.
I love Vrabel.
I like the team in general. It's just the fans, no offense, Derek, but New England fans, oh my God. And I'm sure on Twitter, again, the algorithm, they show you the worst of the worst, but they're the most obnoxious group of people, at least the ones that I get on my feed. Drake May is good. He's not Tom Brady. Like, get off it. Like the people that are not even willing to admit he has not had a good game.
He's had a bad
playoffs. In the playoffs. Yeah. You're ridiculous. Like your opinion means nothing at this point. That is a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Drake May has kind of sucked in the playoffs, and
he was
that are refusing to admit that. I'm like, you're the biggest bunch of idiots I've ever seen. Like,
and he was awesome in the regular season. Like if he wins MVP, I do think Stafford should be MVP. I get it that he wasn't the number 1 seed or 2
Stafford
seed.
Should. I think May will.
I think Stafford's going to win it because one thing somebody was talking about it. Well, May is a finalist for Offensive Player of the Year. Stafford's not, which means what some people are speculating is that means, and the betting market is
like a consolation prize.
Yeah. So we'll see, but
everybody's talking about JSN or Puka as Offensive Player of the Year, and I'm like, nobody's talking about Bijan. I feel like he should be Offensive Player of the Year.
I had him on my team, and my team sucked. And then when I saw that stat that I sent you guys, that like 25% of people that drafted Bijan, no matter where, they won their league. I'm like, awesome. I went 4-10. That's how bad my team was.
You didn't go 4-10.
I think I did. No, I went 5-9,
6-8 or something.
What did you get in?
Maybe 5.
I think I was 5-9. You were 6-8.
I think I was one game. Yeah, I think 6-8. I don't think I hit 5. So maybe you were 5-9, but
no. Well, it's time. This time of year makes me so sad. Especially like all the sports shows I watch now. They're about to just talk like basketball, and I just don't care. Like,
I know.
It's just so depressing.
Not ready for football. I mean, now the good thing is like the Super Bowl will happen. We'll talk about it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, it's draft season, and then it's mini camp season, and then it's it's gonna go by quick.
It's all year, yeah.
I'm not ready. Like somebody just posted the other day. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have, but like they were like showing graphics from like week 1, and it was like Dallas and Philly in the Thursday night game, and then I think the Sunday night game was Buffalo and Baltimore. Like that seems like it was just a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden it's like 4 months later, and like no, we're done with football now. It's almost over. Like it always goes by super fast, but no, it also comes back super fast.
And I can't even get excited for pitchers and catchers reporting anymore because the stupid Dodgers. Like
I cannot get into baseball. Like
I
go
can't. The
Yankees, but I'm
Dodgers have
like,
completely ruined it.
let me know when it's playoff season and I'll get interested. But I cannot get into baseball with
Oh,
162 games. I'm like, oh no, now the best I can do is 161 and one. Like, what am I gonna like? Who cares? I just make the playoffs and then I'll get interested. But I can't.
Derek says Royal Rumble is at 2 p.m. Saturday. I'm still so sick of this
I
because
hate that.
we both have YouTube TV, and even though YouTube TV and ESPN had their thing where they said yes, you're going to be able to access it, they never said when, and it's so stupid you
Did you
still can't.
see?
I'm not going to pay for this. It's so annoying
Did you see what was supposedly spoiled?
with Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that. Why would Ryan Clark know that?
I don't know,
But
but I
also,
feel like
what?
if that's true, I think he's winning.
But
Like
also,
I don't know how you have him come back and then not
what
win.
was his what's his injury? I don't even remember.
Wasn't it like an ACL? Wasn't it something? It was something knee related.
No, well, he did the
Or maybe
fake
that
knee
was the fake,
injury.
not the fake
Yeah,
injury, but yeah, maybe
I do think the
I
fake
don't
knee
remember
thing
now.
they did a lot of with the fake knee injury thing on this. Did you watch WWE Unreal? They
I
talked a
haven't
lot
yet.
about
No.
that and who they showed like who was in on it, and it was really just L.A. Knight
Was the whole
knew
thing fake, or was it
it
more
was
like
fake from the
we think
beginning.
he's injured and
No,
oh, I guess it wasn't that serious after all? Like the whole thing was a ruse.
but yes, Triple H and Seth had the idea. They had to tell LA Knight because he was fighting LA Knight that night, and they didn't want LA Knight to think he actually really hurt this guy. Like he has to know, but he has to sell it well that, oh God, is he okay? And they
He
told,
seemed legitimately caught off guard by that. So I'm shocked it was all just a
and
ruse.
the only other one they told up until SummerSlam was Cody. Because Triple H was like, "You're our number one guy. I feel like I have to tell you this, but you literally cannot tell a soul." So those were the only people that knew until it got to be, right at SummerSlam time.
Hmm.
It was pretty cool. But I do think he kind of jinxed himself. Like you do the whole fake knee injury thing, and then you get the title for a month, and
Yeah.
then you're out for 6 months. Like, oops, maybe don't do that again. Do you have a pick? I think I'm just going Breaker.
I am so off of him. I feel
I
like
think he's really
he's
good, but he's getting close to Roman Reigns in the early days territory of just it's too much.
there's something about him that's not clicking. I don't know. Like I feel like part of it's undeserved. I think he's an athletic freak, but I feel like he's like I'm trying to think of the name. There's somebody that like there was like a big jack dude back in like the mid 2000s that
Ryback.
like no, but kind of in that territory where it's like yeah, it's just like quit trying to make Braun Breaker happen. Like I'm so sick of that dude. Like he's fine. He's only where he is now because Seth got injured. I feel like he's the Batista to Triple H, but he's not Batista. He's
But
like
Batista got a couple years to cook,
right. Yeah,
in
and I think he could be
evolution.
good. I don't I'm not saying I don't think it will be him, but I don't think it should be.
Yeah, Derek says
I
it
think
right.
it's Roman or Seth.
Derek says he's not interesting, and that's pretty much that's a good way to. He's
Yeah,
just
I
he's
don't care about him is
like
what it
he's
is.
awesome in the ring, but he's not. He has there's no personality. Like he has to have Heyman.
Right. I think if he's actually in the Rumble, I'll say Seth. If he's not, I guess Roman. I don't know who else it could be. If it's not
Broxton.
Roman, Seth, or Braun, well, or Cody, I guess. But like even Cody, we got
It's
to
not going to be
pump the brakes
Cody.
on Cody a little bit.
Uh-uh. Now I
Um,
don't know what they're going to do with Cody though,
I say
unless
Seth if he's in it, Roman if he's not.
yeah.
I don't know. That just even that seems so predictable.
I just hate that this whole ESPN Unlimited thing has made my interest just go in the toilet just because I can't watch this stuff. Like
If they
it
ever
was,
do a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, I'm going to be
they're
very
doing
excited.
it.
Like this better be
No, they're
one
doing
and
it.
done.
It's next year. They announced it.
Did
It's
they really?
2027. Yes. Yes.
I forgot about that.
WrestleMania Riyadh. Are you friggin' kidding me? Like, man.
I
I
hate
know that
Fable
money's
so
good, but
much.
my God, like you're gonna put on WrestleMania in that country funded by that money, man. And I'm not gonna go like on a Sunday, like at 1 o'clock. Like, I guess I'm gonna watch WrestleMania. No, like, what are we doing?
I mean, honestly, I'm more interested in general. I'm more interested in the Rumble than WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I'll watch WrestleMania because it's convenient. It's easy to just go over to your house and eat some Rotel dip and watch it and make fun of the crappy matches. But like, I'm genuinely more interested in the Rumble than WrestleMania. Now,
yeah.
maybe not this year because it's Saudi Arabia, but like, I just I might not watch WrestleMania next year. I can't imagine I'm gonna care that much. The storylines haven't been as good as much as I was so over the bloodline thing. I at least wanted to see it end. I wanted to see how is it going to end. So like they had me for that. Like what are they going to do here? And now it's like I don't know. Cody versus Punk or Punk versus Braun or like I'm just like I don't care about Mania. And that's this year. I mean, who knows what could happen by next year, but like
Yeah.
I can't imagine in the next year they come up with some storyline that hooks me in that I'm gonna tune in and it's Saturday and Sunday afternoon for 4 hours. Like uh, I don't know. If I could watch the Rumble, I probably would because that's always fun. But like Mania, I don't know. I could miss Mania next year and not.
Well, and especially when it's a
I'd be fine with it.
a 2 night commitment now. Like you have to dedicate seven,
Or
eight
two
hours
afternoon.
over 2 nights. Well, yeah, tomorrow, 2 afternoons. I mean, tomorrow, next year, 2 afternoons. But it's annoying.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. Video games. So Nintendo did it a little bit late, and we're even later than the late. But they finally did the year in review. You got yours ready?
No, let me pull it up. It's not gonna. It's not
It's
much
so
to it.
funny. I know. Um.
It's gonna be Hades 2 and then a whole lot of nothing.
All right. So I'll do mine while you get yours pulled up. Now, again, this is not all me because most people in my family, that's a weird, most of my family, like they play on my account if they're playing whatever. But it says I played 21 games for 268 hours this year.
21 games, 261 hours. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm under 50 if I had to guess. But I know that's not all you, but yeah.
Well, you got to, because like anytime Nick or Noah has a sleepover, like they're taking the Switch out there and they're going to, like out to the pool house and they're going to play Switch Sports or they're going to play Smash or they're going to do Mario Kart. And usually they're, because I'm the main account, they log in under me.
All right. I got mine up here. Let's see.
You played 2 games.
I'm trying to think of what I played besides Hades. Oh, I played
Donkey
Kong. Yeah,
Kong and
there's probably
Metroid.
3 or 4 games, I would guess. I played Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Hades. I probably played Mario Maker. I would be shocked if it's more than 5 games.
Prime.
Uh, that's true. That was in 2025. Okay, so I'd be shocked if it was 6 games. I started playing Switch 2 this year, blah, blah, blah. Okay, back to it. Wow. Okay. I apparently played 11 games
Look at you.
and 79 hours.
That's hilarious. I played two.
Oh, I did go back into Breath of the Wild. I'm guessing all these things scrolling by are what I
Yes.
played.
Yeah.
But they show Super Mario 35, which has been dead for a few years now.
Maybe you clicked on it just to see if it would still open or something.
But like Breath of the Wild, I played for literally 10 minutes just to see
Yeah.
the opening again. But okay, let's keep going.
What were your top 3 games? Mine, number 3, Hades 2, 42 hours. That's all me. Number 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Switch 2, 51 hours. Number 1,
Wow.
again, speaking of my kids, Smash for 53 hours.
My number 3, Bonanza, 15 hours. Number 2, 18 hours, Metroid Prime 4. Never beat it. Probably never will. And number 1 was Hades, also 42 hours. But it was my number 1 game. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder when we're going to get a PlayStation release date for it. Action
was my favorite kind of game.
Mine too. My gaming style: action 42%, adventure 20%, party 17%, fighting 10%, shooting 7%, and racing 4%. Oh, I did play like I bought like Virtua Racing, the Sega Ages version or something. So I guess that was my 4%. Oh no, that's Mario Kart. What am I saying?
That's funny. I've got action 59%, which I wonder if that's, to me, all three of those games I just said should be action. Hades, Metroid, and Donkey Kong. But that's 75 hours. There's no way that 75 hours is only 59%.
They're probably saying
action,
Metroid is probably
adventure is 25%. So
that's Metroid.
But then there's also shooting 14%. I don't know what that could be besides Metroid.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. But action 59%, adventure 25%, shooting 14%. Party 1%, racing 1%. So there's your Mario Kart.
All right, month by month. I don't need to go through all of them, but my biggest month was October, 76 hours. That was Hades 2, I think. Or was that earlier in the year?
It must have been, because my October was only 29 hours.
Okay. June was 69.
This doesn't make sense. Oh, Hades 2 must have been September.
July? September I only had 12 hours. Oh, that's right, because but it was late September.
I've got 13 in September and 29 in October, which is 42. So the only game I played in September and October was Hades 2. December, I have 18 hours, which is what I have for Metroid Prime 4. So September, October, December were those two games. I played Bonanza for 15 hours. July, I have 14 hours, and August, I have 1. So that's pretty much Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was all I played in July and August. Hades was all I played in September, October, and then Metroid was all I played in December. Before July, I had 1 hour in April and 2 hours in June, which apparently spanned 8 games if I played 11. So I don't know.
That's crazy. Because when did it come out?
The next part is going to tell me. So
when did Switch 2 come out? It was June, right?
I think so. So I
have you
1 hour
played
in April. That must have been. Oh, I already see it below. It was. I played Mario Maker 2 on Switch 1 apparently for an hour in April.
I played in March. So January it was Smash, not me. February Mario Party, not me. March, I played Blade Chimera for 10 hours. You've got to play that friggin' game. Mm-hmm. April, Mario Party. June, 69 total hours. I played Tears of the Kingdom for 50.
Wow.
And I probably played Mario Kart for an hour. And that's the only hour I played it all year.
Oh, never mind.
And I played Donkey Kong in July for 18 hours. And 5 hours in August. So I guess I played Donkey Kong for 23 hours because I have not gone back to it. September. Wait, did you say you had 12 hours of Hades in September? Because I had 12 hours of Hades in September.
13. I had 13 of something in September. I'm assuming it was all Hades.
Well, but if you scroll over, it'll tell you.
Oh, well, let's see. I've got April was 1 hour of Mario Maker 2. June, 2 hours of Mario Kart World. Probably never touched it again. July, 14 hours of Bonanza. August, 1 hour of Bonanza. September, 13 hours of Hades. October, 29 hours of Hades.
I had 30.
December,
That's
18
hilarious.
Hours of Prime.
November, I had 13 hours of Animal Crossing. No, I did not. And then December, Metroid Prime, 26 hours. I feel like I didn't play it for that long. That seems like a lot.
Wait, what is it?
26 hours for Prime 4.
Oh, yeah. I only played 18. And if it would have just cooperated, I would have beaten it before I got to 19, probably.
Yeah. And then they do this thing where you can scroll down. You can go all the way back to 2017 when the first Switch came out, which was cool to go back and look through, but I'm not going to we don't need to read all that. But it was cool to go and look back and Yeah, so if you go, it'll be like, oh, you started playing Breath of the Wild on March 4th, 2017.
Oh, before you go, blah,
And you played it for
okay, here we go.
67 hours. It's pretty cool.
You first played on March 3rd, 2017. I'm guessing that's the same for you.
Yep.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, Blaster Master Zero, Oceanhorn, I Am Setsuna, Odyssey. No, it's not showing me anything. Okay, Odyssey. I feel like there's like going to be pretty big gaps of. All right, Curse of the Moon, Celeste, Hollow Knight.
On Switch?
That was where I played it first, yeah, in 2018. Blaster Master Zero 2, Cuphead, Tetris 99, Mario Maker 2, that's when it first came out. Link's Awakening, Octopath Traveler. Not a whole lot memorable. I'm like, yeah, I remember playing those games, but Animal
Everything's first
Crossing.
party.
Yeah. Skyward Sword. I
Ugh.
played 6 hours. I'm surprised. Metroid Dread, 12 hours. I would have thought it was more than that.
Really? Hold on. Let me see what mine was then. Skyward Sword, I played for 4 hours. I'm surprised it was that much. Metroid Dread, 14. So I guess that game wasn't as long as I thought it was.
2022, I played Blossom Tales 2 for 7 hours, and that's all I played in 2022.
I played it for 12.
23, I played Prime Remastered for 15 hours.
I played it for 14.
Game Boy for 6, apparently.
Tears of the
Mario
Kingdom.
Wonder,
What
Mario
does it say? Wait,
RPG.
what does it say for Tears of the Kingdom? Mine was
Uh,
142 hours, and that is just the Switch One version.
Wait, what year?
23.
23?
142 hours. My most played game ever
15
on
hours on
Switch.
Prime. Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see. 97. So you played a lot more than I did. Ugh, just seeing like the little video they're playing of it.
Yeah.
I do miss that game.
Mario Wonder, 11 hours. You didn't even buy that because we just played it over here.
No, I have it,
Oh, you did?
but I
Okay.
only played it right here. 5 hours.
Mario
I played more than
RPG.
that at your house.
Yeah. It was 11 hours on
Mario
mine.
RPG, 14 hours.
Mine was 20. 2024. Paper Mario, 35 hours.
You played it more than I did. I
Really?
played it 27.
Well, it's probably because I was bad at it.
Probably.
I'm serious. I played Game Boy Advance for 18 hours.
What would that have been?
The original, what's it called? Mario and Luigi on GBA.
Okay.
And then Mario and Luigi Brothership. I had a lot more of this than you did. I
had
played
15.
it 53
Probably had
hours.
Wow, I was gonna say like 40.
And then 2025. So yeah. Oh God, that hurt. So not a lot this year, which is to be expected, but it's cool that they do the look back. I wish Sony did that because I'm sure I've got some screenshots of like past years on my phone, but like I'm never gonna go through the work to actually go back and find them. You know what I mean?
No.
So I like that Nintendo does that. That's cool. Sean, what have you been playing, sir?
I don't know when the last time we podcasted was.
You had just started Ghost.
Okay, that's all I've played since. That's all I've played. I like it a lot. I'm trying to think back to Tsushima. I feel like you were on like this I don't know, continent, this island. Like there was this area, and then there's that area, and then there's that area. Like it was like one big island, and you kind of made your way north. This, I feel like you can kind of see the whole map from the beginning, but it's like you're down here for a while, and then now I'm going up this way. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole new section of map that's going to open. I think I've already seen the game. Um, I would guess I'm 20, 25 hours in, and I've only
Wow.
beaten what's basically like the first area. But I also have a feeling that that's just the biggest area of the game. I don't know. Like, there's the Yotei six, but I don't know if there's six and then the main guy, or if the main guy is one of the six. But like, you kill one of them in the prologue. I've killed one other since. Two of them are kind of together. There's like these two brothers. So like that's one place I can go on the map. And then there's this one other guy. So that's five. And then there's the main guy. So I think it's really like the prologue is one guy. There's three main areas for the other, for four of the six. And then you kill the main guy, is what I'm thinking. So I've only been through one of like the three main story bad guys before like the final bad guy. I like it a lot. It's just, it's not in a bad way, but it's Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's just
Yeah.
that, but more of it. Um, I also don't feel like I'm playing it the right way. Like in the first one, I don't know if you even remember, because I don't remember how much you played it, but like I think you just have a katana, but you have different like stances or something, and you'd use different stances
Based on their
to
weapon.
fight depending on what weapon they have. Yeah. So in this game, you actually get different weapons, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like you can have a katana, you can have a dual katana, you can have a yari, which is like the spear with like kind of the curved blade at the end,
The Naginta.
or a Naginta, or a not Uchigatana. That's something from like a. There's some other
Usagi Yojimbo.
there's some other sword that's basically like a really big katana.
Like a scimitar?
And I think there's maybe one other weapon. But instead of different stances or fighting styles, you just have different weapons. But it's the same thing where it's like, hey, if they have a spear, you should use your dual katana. And if they have dual katana, you should use your single katana. Like, I pretty much just use my single katana for everything. I'm just like, I don't remember what I'm supposed to use against who. So I just kind of make do with the one just kind of main weapon. But it's fun. I like it. It's honestly, I think the story, I don't remember much of the story of the first one, but I feel like this one, it's kind of your typical revenge story. There's a pretty big, like, reveal, like, story element, maybe 5 to 10 hours in. No, probably like 5 hours in, not too far in, that it's like, oh, wow, okay. Um, it's good. I don't know. It's long though. I think I haven't really looked into the platinum other than looking into it to see that there's nothing missable. So it's another one of those just do everything kind of
Yeah.
game. Find all of the hot springs, find all the bamboo cutting, go to all the enemy camps and liberate them. I think it's just do everything on the map and you get the platinum kind of thing. Um, it's fun. I'll probably take a break for a little bit to play something else. But yeah, that's all I've played.
Does it have anything like the whole thing with the story in the first one, and it played into gameplay as well, of course, but it was like the whole, are you going to be honorable and be a samurai, or are you going to
They don't.
be a bad guy and do stealth?
Yeah, that element is still in it. You can still do the stealth and like assassinations and stuff like that, but there's no like moral like they don't touch on that part of it. It's just no, just go in there and fight them, or you can sneak around and just jump on them from above and kill them. I was about to do an accent and I shouldn't do that. You can kill them without honor. Like, I mean, there's just do whatever you want, but they don't make it like a part of the story.
Yeah. I thought that was cool about the first one from, the 10 hours or whatever that I played it before I fell off. I thought that was cool. I think just that's like a cooler story than just, oh, you killed my family and now I will kill all six of you or whatever this one is.
Right.
Cool. Well, speaking of games that Sean will be playing shortly, I beat Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I beat it 2 days ago. or yesterday. I don't know. Time is a flat circle this week with the weather. Um, I do think if I would have played this game fully last year, Sean asked me this yesterday, I think it was. I think it would have been my game of the year. Um, having said that, and it was funny because Derek just sent a message about this in the Discord. There is something that happens, and I will not spoil anything for you. Nobody comment spoilers. Nobody say anything in the disc, anything. There's something that happens at the end of Act 1 that was just like, holy shit, what the F just happened? Are you kidding me? And I do have to say that it pissed me off really bad. And it pissed me off so much.
I was gonna make a joke, and then I'm afraid that I might actually be right, or at least close enough. And then
so don't even guess. Yeah.
Action. So I'm not even gonna say it.
No, but something happened that pissed me off, and then I kept playing for like an hour after that, and I was like, "Man, I don't want to play this," and I think I might not want to play this anymore. Like it was that like pissing offedness of me. I literally didn't play this game for a week. And
was it something that made you mad just from a like story lore perspective, or something more that like, because I think what you're saying, and I'm not going to look at you when I say this, I'm looking down at my hands. It could be something like a Last of Us Part 2 Joel kind of thing, or it could be like and I've talked about this on other podcast episodes, like Final Fantasy. I think they all kind of do it, but where it's like, hey, this just happened, and guess what? That main character that you really like, you're not going to get to play as them for a while, and instead you're going to have to play as the rest of your party who suck. And I always hate when they do that. And I'm like, just give me my main people back. That's how I want to play the game. So in my mind, it could be one of those scenarios. That's what I'm picturing. You don't need to respond. I'm not even looking at your face, but that's
I'm not gonna.
That's kind of how it makes me think.
No, it's not. It's not a Joel thing. And even if there's nothing. No, it's nothing like that. It was just something that happened that I was not expecting. And so there's 3 acts. Act 1 ends with something that's like, holy shit. Act 2 ends with something that's, holy shit. Like, are you kidding me? And then I thought the game was over. But then there's still an Act 3. And Act 3 is like when everything opens up and you can basically go anywhere. And you can either go and finish the game.
But have you not beaten the game yet? Okay, so Act 3
right. The real
beaten the game.
They fake you out at the end of Act 2. It's like the first ending. And then you do Act 3 and you get to the end of that and you get the real ending. But
what's funny is that sounds a lot like Silk Song. You kind of get the bad ending at the end of Act 2, but then it's like you can keep going and get the real ending. But
however, I was so glad that I did go back to it. And once I got over my I don't like this, I kept playing it and I loved it. And it just kept getting better. And the combat in this game is just so good. And I went after I beat the game because I was so afraid to look up anything for fear of spoilers and stuff. But I went and I was watching like Angry Joe. I went back and watched his review of it. And at one point he was showing Max, Maximilian Dude. The amount of broken builds you can do in this, like I haven't even scratched the surface. Like he did this one, like remember how I was talking about the Pictos and the Luminas and how you get these passive buffs and all this stuff. He did something to where it was a video of him going up against an optional boss, and he was the one character he was controlling. He was like, I wonder if I do this. Okay. What the heck? Let's just do this. He did one attack. And he did 1.7 million damage or something like that. And like the boss's total HP was like 1.2 million HP. And he killed the boss in one hit. Now, I think some of this stuff has got patched because, this game came out in like April or something. But I do still want to go back now that I've beaten it whenever I get it back from you. And I would tell you, if you do want to get the platinum, just keep it until you do. And then I'll get it back from you after that.
Okay.
This
Keep going, I
game
can hear you.
this game is just, as the kids say, it's epic AF. And there are some of the things there are some things in this game that the cinematography is on, just, I don't even know if you would call it cinematography in a video game because there's not an actual camera. I don't, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
the framing, the directing, that everything is like, I can't believe that this is this team's first game. Like, it's just so ridiculously good. And I'm not saying it's epic. Like, I think one of the most epic half hour I've ever seen in a video game might be the last half hour of Tears of the Kingdom, when you fight the final boss, and then you know what happens after that. And I was like, I can't believe this is like, it can't get better than this. But there was something there's some boss fights and stuff in this that are like not on that level, but some of the last few story bosses, yeah, they're difficult and everything, and they're cool, and their attacks are cool, but like the music, and that is the other thing. The music in this game, I think it's my favorite soundtrack that's not retro themed, like Shovel Knight or Messenger or whatever. I think it's my favorite soundtrack in a long, long ass time. Like, it's so
What
good.
about, so when I think soundtracks, the one that always pops in my head is, now obviously totally different game, but Firewatch. I mean, is it on the level of Firewatch?
It's just different. Firewatch is
Yeah.
so
Just
chill,
mellow.
and it's just
Yeah.
like, it puts me, like, I can picture myself walking
Yeah.
amongst the weird colored Yellowstone. This is just like, it's amazing. And the guy that like did the score for this, they like found him on Reddit or something. Like, I think it was Skill Up did, like, he was just going to review the game when it came out, but then he ended up like making a documentary about it. It's like an hour and a half long or something, because he loved the game that much. And I haven't watched it yet. I would definitely tell you, do not watch it, because I assume there's spoilers in there.
Yeah.
But this game, just as much as I almost didn't want to like it, just because it won everything and everybody's talking about it and all this, I can't help but think this is one of the best games I've ever played. And I never would have thought
Wow.
that going in. Like, it's probably the most, let me think. It's probably the most fun I've ever had. Now, this isn't saying much for me, and I get that. It's the most fun I've ever had with a combat system that is
Yeah.
turn based. Like, I love Final Fantasy 16 and I love 7 Remake and Rebirth, but those aren't turn based. There's elements of it and blah blah blah. This is like, it takes the best parts of like Mario RPG and Chained Echoes and Sea of Stars, but it combines it into this crazy AAA looking cinematic. Like, every battle is so, not epic. I don't want to say that again, but they're so cool. Just the way everything is shot. I really don't know
Yeah.
what else I can say about this game, because I don't want to. I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. Um, I didn't want to put it. I will say that. I'll say this. Like, especially the last few days that I was playing it, when I knew I was getting near the end, I was like, it's one of those games where I couldn't stop thinking about this. And when I was working, I was like, man, I wish I could just, maybe I could take a break and just like go make a little bit of progress, maybe make it to the next checkpoint or something.
Yeah.
It's, and it's so well acted. I didn't even realize, I should say, I knew it because he was nominated for a Game Awards award, but I forgot Ben Starr was in this, who was, Clive in Final Fantasy 16. He's freaking awesome. He plays one of the main characters in this. You got Charlie Cox is in this, Daredevil.
Hmm.
You've got, I love the quality of life stuff, like the ability to restart an enemy boss immediately after death. Yes, exactly. You don't have to go load up a checkpoint. It's like, hey, do you want to try it again, or do you want to flee? Then you have the choice. Um, Andy Serkis plays like the main villain in this, and I didn't know it was Andy
Really?
Serkis. Yeah. So obviously the
Does he
motion
say
capture,
"Oh,
he did
precious"?
not talk about his precious, but like, so obviously the motion capture with this villain and the voice acting was amazing. And I'm like, I can't wait for you to play it, And I just hate that it's going to take you, 2-3 weeks or whatever to get through it all, because I so badly want to talk about it. And this is one of those that I almost might want to do a spoiler cast for. Like, it's that I hope, God, see, now I hope I'm not building this up too much for you. But it's one of those games, like, I don't even care that it's like almost a year later. I almost want to do a spoiler cast with you when you're done, if you like it as much as I did and all that. That, like, it's on that level for me. It's just an unbelievable, fantastic game.
I mean, it's definitely built up quite a bit, but I can also see it I can see it living up to it. I mean,
it
knowing the kind of game that it is, I mean, if you like it this much, I can't imagine that I would like it less. But
like, I do remember when they first showed it, I do remember being like, holy crap, that looks freaking awesome. Oh, but it's turn-based. I don't know. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then it came out and it was just the biggest thing in the world. And I will say, as much as it was annoying that it won all those awards, it's deserving of it. It really is. Yeah, I hope you love it. It's amazing. I know I'm not breaking any news here. Clair Obscur 33, 10 out of 10. Like, it's that for me. But that's all I've played. That's all I've played. All right, Sean, let's do a couple of news items real quick, then we'll get to the wrap up. First off, we had an Xbox Developer Direct, and I'm trying to think what I'm going to call this episode, but I think it's going to be something to the effect of, let's talk about the PlayStation's Xbox Direct, because I don't even know. It's just so that the world that we're living in is just so weird right now when it comes to video games. But let's just go over this. So they were hyping up this developer direct. We knew there was going to be 3 games there. There was going to be Fable, there was going to be Forza Horizon 6, and there was going to be Beast of Reincarnation. There was going to be a mystery 4th game, which I heard all kinds of rumors for. It ended up just being something that was not on the level of the rumors. But I found on this on the website WCCF Tech. They had a good summary of it because I didn't really feel like reading 4 long articles to go over everything. So let's get started. First up, Forza Horizon 6. Following its reveal during last year's Tokyo Game Show, Playground Games hosted the first ever deep dive into Forza Horizon 6. Taking the open world racer to the stunning landscapes of Japan, the developer showcased a map that is both the largest and most dense in the series. Featuring a massive recreation of Tokyo, mountainous drift passes, and rural biomes. New features include customizable garages, the estate, which is a player-owned property you can upgrade, and a roster of 550 cars at launch, the largest launch roster in series history. At the event, Playground Games also confirmed that the game will launch, as was previously leaked, on May 19th on PC and Xbox Series X and S, with a PS5 release coming later in 2026. So it's not going to be there day one, but it's going to be on PlayStation. I think these Forza games are just, and I played Forza Horizon 5 when I got my Series S, and Nick loved it too. Like, I was blown away by it. It was just beautiful, even on a Series S. Watching this and thinking about what this might look like on my PS5 Pro, I'm like, my God. Where are you at, Forza Horizon 6?
I don't care.
That's fine.
I can't get into the racing games, but looks pretty.
Next up, Beast of Reincarnation. Game Freak took us on a trip to a post-apocalyptic Japan to show off more of Beast of Reincarnation. The one-person, one-dog action RPG features a unique combat flow where the protagonist, Emma, handles real-time melee and traversal with her vine hair, while her canine companion, Ku, uses tactical skills that briefly slow down time in turn-based RPG fashion. That's not a sentence that should be a sentence. What I just read there sounds like a fever dream. We also got to look at, I don't know how you say it, Maleficence, Maleficence, which are creatures corrupted by the parasitic blight, and the Golem faction, made up of mechanical beings that house the corrupted souls of humans, a concept that further compounds the game's near series inspiration, made evident by the setting and soundtrack. Thankfully, it won't be much longer to embark on this journey as the game is set to launch this summer on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. So it's coming day and date on PS5. Did you get a chance to look at Beast of Reincarnation? Game Freak. Game Freak is Pokemon, right? And now they're making this. Like there's a dog.
Maybe.
You get to play with a dog as your partner, so I'm kind of interested, but what do you think?
No, I don't think it's for me.
Well,
Uh,
what I know is not for me. And it seems like people love this game, and I really thought this was just going to be the internet dunking on this, so maybe I'm just wrong. But the secret game was a game called Kiln. The fourth mystery game turned out to be Double Fine's Kiln, a team-based multiplayer pottery party brawler that sounds as eccentric as one would expect from the studio. In the game, players create their own ceramic warriors on realistic pottery wheels, with the physical shape and size directly dictating their combat stats and abilities. Unfortunately, this 4v4 chaos with a creative flair did not get shadow dropped, unlike Hi-Fi Rush and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black in the past couple years. Kiln will launch sometime this spring on PC, PS5, and Xbox. I don't know. I get it's Double Fine and like they've done Psychonauts and stuff, and Tim Schafer, do whatever you want, but I thought this looked like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, I don't think I care.
And then they like went on forever with like Tim Schafer trying to say pottery parter brawler, and it was like him tripping over his words like for 2 minutes. I guess it was supposed to be funny, but I was like, this should not have been in this video. It was so weird. But the main event was Fable, saving the biggest for last. Playground Games delivered an in-depth gameplay dive into the Fable reboot. The footage highlighted a stunningly detailed Albion as teased by leaked concept art, the morality system moving away from typical good versus evil for more nuanced NPC interactions and a massive life sim component. Players can master trades, buy up entire towns, and even start families, which are set to be hilarious endeavors thanks to the game's marked British humor and mockumentary style, inspired by one of the greatest shows of all time, The Office. The hero's journey will begin in the village of Briar Hill this fall on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Fable, Sean, are you in on Fable?
I think I am.
I
I've
think it
never
looks
played a
awesome.
Fable game, but I feel like I've missed out. Like it's always been. If I had the ability to play prior Fable games, I'm sure I would have. I just haven't been able to. I think I'm in, and I drafted this.
I thought you did, but I couldn't
Scores well.
remember. Yeah.
I kept it from last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yeah, the whole thing, like the Office kind of like cutaway interview, like I dig it. I don't know. I think it looks really good. It's I mean, as of right now, of all Xbox Studios games, to me, by far, honestly, the only one I've played is probably Indiana Jones, but it's also the only one I've even really cared about.
Yeah.
This is up there, maybe even surpassing it. I mean, there's not many that I really care about, but this, I don't know. It looks good to me. I don't know. I've been wanting to play Fable for a while now, any of the Fable games, so I think I'm in on this.
I never really knew what they were. I think in my mind, I never knew how funny they are. Like it was just to me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's new for this or if they've all.
It's not. It's not apparently, really? But it's like I always thought it was just this is Xbox's Zelda, is what I thought it was, and it kind of is, but it's Zelda with a twist. And you got this guy; he's just kicking the poor chicken down the road and stuff. And the only thing I didn't like. It looks like it's running a little rough, but also it's not out yet, so who knows? But like it was definitely like 30 frames per second. Better on
PlayStation.
Yeah, of course. Something was weird about the combat too. It's like you're close up on like your back when you're walking around, and then when it got to combat, it kind of like zoomed out. Which I don't know if I guess it'll probably make sense when you're playing it, but I like there's different weapons and everything. I think this looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. I do have to say I'm not going to be like Smash JT or whatever the guy that was Colin talked to and stuff, but like I'm more excited now that there is just a player creator. I thought you were going to
Yes.
have to just play as the girl with the red hair, and that's fine because I love Aloy. But as like, I like that there's a character creator. I also like that you can make your characters look completely just stupid with their outfits and stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this straight up like I'm Link. Um, but like you can apparently like there's over 1,000 NPCs. They're all voiced. None of it's like AI generated. They all have their own. Like you can follow the characters around and they'll go to their job during the day and you'll see. I'm like, this sounds pretty ambitious. I hope it actually comes out this year. And what's really crazy to me is that this is Playground Games, and it's not just Playground Games that also makes Forza Horizon. They're using the same engine that they've done with Forza Horizon to make an open world action RPG. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know where Sean went. He may be getting attacked right now. It looked like he heard a funny noise.
The cat is like scratching something. I don't know what she's doing.
She's got the fever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping for my draft's sake that it comes out this year and it's really good, but I also am personally very excited for it. I think it looks fun.
I might still be more excited for Halo just because I can't believe I'm going to be playing Halo on a PlayStation. But like I have played Halo. I've played it once and it was 22 years ago. But Fable looks really good. It's definitely one of my most anticipated games, I have to say. After seeing that.
Yeah.
All right, the only other news item we've got here is the Circana results for 2025 December, as well as the top games for all of 2025. We haven't talked about this in a while, but some interesting stuff here, so I want to go through it real quick. Top 10 games sold in the U.S. in December. Number 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Number 2, NBA 2K26. Number 6, Battlefield 3. Wow, nope. I saw Sean's cursor, and I was like, he's gonna type something and screw me up. And I said, number 6 was Battlefield 3 instead of saying 3 was Battlefield 6.
I don't think 6. I'm even in like a. Oh no, right. I guess
you're
I can't.
You're clicking around.
I didn't think I was even in the thing. Okay, go ahead.
Madden 26 at number 4, EAFC 26 at 5, number 6, Pokemon Legends Z to A. I don't remember what was there. Oh, okay, now I do. Number 7 was Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. This was its first month, and remember, Nintendo doesn't report digital sales. Number 8 was Poopcraft, also known as Minecraft. Number 9, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Number 10, Ghost of Yotei. So that's all cool and everything. It's like the 6th or 7th year in a row that Black Ops 7 has led December, which is fine. But then you get to the 2025 top 10 games for the year. Number 1, Battlefield 6. Number 2, NBA 2K26. Number 3, Borderlands 4. I did not expect that. Number 4,
that's shocking to me.
Yeah, number 4, Monster Hunter Wilds. I thought everybody didn't like that. And then all the way down at number 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Obviously, part of that is because it's on Game Pass, but Black Ops 6 was on Game Pass and it was still number 1. So it's just crazy to see it drop that far. Number 6, Madden 26. Number 7, EA College Football 26. Number 8, EAFC 26. EA is just printing money. It is insane. And you wonder if anybody wonders why don't you just make sports games like games as a service? That's why, because we all keep buying them. Oh, and because of the Giants giving me hope, I'm going to buy Madden 27 this year. I can't wait. Number 9 was Oblivion Remastered. That's crazy to me that it made the top 10 because I think it was only a $40 game, and all this is based on dollars, not units. And then number 10, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So Battlefield 6, critically very well received. Seems like everybody loved it, and clearly everybody loved it more than Call of Duty, which was horrible this year. So that just makes me happy. I would love for Call of Duty to be good again, but that they needed to get their asses kicked like they did this year. Some other cool stats I want to run through real quick. Switch 2 was number 1 in units and dollars sold for 2025. PS5, of course, was number 2 in both for 2025. I actually was kind of surprised that the Switch 2 outsold the PS5, but I mean, PS5 had been out for 5 years at that point, so I get it. But
Yeah.
Switch 2 sold 4.4 million units in the US, which is almost double what the Switch 1 sold in the same time frame. That's a good number. I'm not saying it's not, but that's all about stock availability. You know, you couldn't get a Switch 1. You could get a Switch 2.
It is crazy that Switch 1 is one of the best selling consoles ever. Yet basically 6 months into it, it had only sold 2 million units, give or take.
Yeah.
In the US. And you got to figure when these consoles sell, it's probably like a whoop and then kind of a slow trickle down. So like, and I know there's more to the world than the US, but as many as it sold, like over 100 million, well over, I'm pretty sure.
150, I think, or close to it now.
It would have only sold 4, maybe 5 million or so after the holiday season in its first year in the US, but somehow it sold. I don't know. That's just weird to me.
It is weird. But I think it all just comes. I think it just comes down to the supply, though.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
This was interesting. 49% of the PS5s that were sold last year and 66% of the Xboxes sold last year were not purchased with a disc drive. So they were either the all digital editions for Xbox or they just bought the base PS5 or PS5 Pro and didn't buy the disc attachment. That's interesting.
Is there a Series X with no disc drive now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't mean it's S.
No, I think it's 2 terabytes. Okay. I think it's like a bigger hard drive, but no disc. And it's still, now it's like $700 or whatever. 13% of the PS5 sold last year were PS5 Pros. I was one of them. Also, this was interesting. This sounds like it's a pretty high number, but at this point in its life cycle, 7% of PlayStation 5 owners have also purchased a PlayStation Portal.
That's more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
I almost asked for one for Christmas.
Me too.
And then I started looking into it, and I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's going to be any different from my experience of doing PS Remote on an iPad, which was very hit or miss. And I'm like,
yeah. But I mean, you've got fiber.
See the purpose.
I think you would be good, but
I don't know.
The problem for me is because remember when they announced you could stream any of your PS5 games to the portal. Like you could stream them from the cloud. You didn't have to stream them from your console. So like the main reason I didn't want to get one is like, well, if I want to play PlayStation, I'm just going to go play my PlayStation. If I can't, it's because somebody else is playing it.
If I'm home, I either say, get out of here, Daddy's taking over the TV, or I just don't know when I would use this unless I'm traveling. And if I'm traveling, I'm probably on like crappy hotel Wi-Fi, which isn't, I just don't know when I'm ever going to be not at home, but on a good enough Wi-Fi to support playing. I don't know. I don't. There's part of me that's like, why not? I might as well just ask for it. But even then, I still was like, I don't think I want this thing.
Well, the reason I didn't end up doing it is because the only way you can stream any of the PS5 games you own from the cloud is if you upgrade to PS Plus Premium. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, well, never mind then. Like, I thought you could just do it if you just paid the $200 for the thing, but no. And then the last cool stat I had here, Forza Horizon 5 has sold 5 million copies on PS5. Microsoft is printing money. No wonder they want to get out of the console game. Crazy. I can't wait to see what Halo... I hope the Halo remake is good. And I think it will be.
I think it will be, yeah.
And if it is, I can't even imagine what it's going to sell. All right, Sean, now it's time for the wrap up. Ubisoft had a big old shakeup. They canceled 6 games, delayed 7, and closed 2 studios. The company has now restructured itself into 5 creative houses, and the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake has been canceled after 7 years in development.
I do not understand how Ubisoft still exists. When I think of Ubisoft, I think of just canceled games and games that were never made that should have been. That's all I think of with Ubisoft. I do not have any. I feel like they have zero goodwill. It's just I they make some good games, but I feel like at this point they're just better known for their misses. I don't know. I don't know how they still exist and how they're even as big and successful as they are. I do not understand it.
I never got into the Assassin's Creed games, the old ones or the new ones. I tried Origins, but it was just too much. I think, my 2 favorite games probably that they've ever made, or published, I should say, were Immortals Phoenix Rising and then the Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. And they're like, well, neither of them sold enough. We're never going to make another one. Cool.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like I liked the original Watch Dogs. It didn't live up to the hype, but Watch Dogs 2 I thought was really good. And then Watch Dogs Legion, it was just completely broken for me. I just could not play that game. Reports are coming out that Rockstar is actually thinking about GTA 6 not getting a physical release at launch to try and keep spoilers off the internet, which is interesting.
I don't understand that.
Because once you print copies, like physical discs, and they get out there, they can walk away. Like somebody works at GameStop and they steal it and they go home and they stream it, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but if it's a digital release, you can't do nothing.
If ever there was a game that I didn't care about spoilers for, it's GTA.
I know. It's not like, this is not Clair Obscur. Like, I just want to play the stupid game. David Gibson, who's a senior analyst at MST Financial, said this past week, quote, Sony expects PS5's life cycle to be extended and PS6's release is likely delayed longer than expected. Please, God, let this be true. We do not need a PS6 literally next year is what we were thinking. We don't need a PS6 anytime soon. I love that the RAM prices are going up. If it means that we don't get a PS6 until 28 or 29, that's great. Obviously, I don't love that the prices are going up. You know what I mean? But I feel like this generation has barely even gotten started. We do not need a PS6 yet. Marathon finally got a release date. It is out March 5th, and people seem pretty stoked for it. I hope it's really good. It's not for me. I didn't play Arc Raiders. It's not for me. But I hope it does well. Nintendo announced that the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition is coming out March 26th. Happy birthday, Nick. It's going to be a $20 upgrade, or you can buy the whole thing for $80. And at first I was like, what the fuck? And then I remembered it comes with the Bella Bell beat 'em up park or whatever the hell it's called. But that's going to add Rosalina and Luma as playable characters. There will be new boss courses with all 7 Koopalings represented.
Boss courses.
There's a new power-up flower, which turns Mario into a plant. There's an assist mode. And then, of course, there's all the multiplayer stuff with the Bella Bell park, whatever it's called. I'm not going to pay to get the upgrade. I just hope this gets... No. I drafted this, so I hope it gets good scores. Mario Kart World got a free update, adding Knockout Tour team races. I will say, as much as I really didn't like this game, I probably should go back to it and give it a try, because they have done a lot of updates, but I don't know. Dust Golem, Sean and I were talking about this earlier, has said that Capcom is going to reveal their next Resident Evil remake this year, and it will be Code Veronica.
I hope this is legit.
I've never played it, but I want to. I don't want to play the original, I should say.
Of all of the old school tank control Resident Evil games, I think I wouldn't say by far my favorite, but I do think it's my favorite. It's probably Code Veronica, probably 2, and then 1, and then 3. And I never played 0. But Code Veronica is amazing. I hope this is legit.
I think it is. I mean, there's been way too much smoke with this game that there can't be a fire. Walmart leaked that Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 are coming to GameCube on Switch Online. It's cool, but I would rather have Prime 2 remastered.
I think this means that's not happening.
It's not.
Or at
That's
least
what I'm
not
saying.
anytime soon.
No.
Yeah.
Lego unveiled something that I think I might have to buy, even though it's $300. I don't know if I can stop myself. Sean's the same way. We should do a let's play of this. The Ocarina of Time Final Battle Lego set was revealed, and I wrote, "Holy crap, this is amazing!" It's out March, I think.
Is it really $300?
I think so. I could be making that up. I don't know.
I didn't think it was that much, but it might be. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
PlayStation also announced their newest line of cool colors coming for PS5 DualSenses and PS5 covers. What?
It's 130.
Okay, then I will buy this.
But the Deku tree that came out, I don't know, a year or two ago was 300.
When it
This
came
seems
out?
way better, and somehow
Yeah.
it's only 129.
It's probably just not as
I was
many
gonna say, once
pieces.
you said 300, I'm like, well, crap, I don't think I'm getting this. 129. I might have to.
I think I'm gonna have to get it. So yeah, the new PS5 colors are Techno Red, Remix Green, and Rhythm Blue. I will say I don't need any more DualSenses probably as long as I have a PS5. But I do kind of like these. The two-tone, the black and the red, the black and the blue. It looks nice.
They look cool, yeah. But yeah, I don't need another.
Avowed is coming to PS5 on February 17th, another Xbox exclusive that no longer is. Switch Online Virtual Boy is coming out soon, and it is getting 2 previously unreleased games, Zero Racer and D Hopper. Probably going to hop right into the trash because I don't care. Also, today, PlayStation announced the essential free games for February, and I forgot to write them down, but luckily I did take a screenshot, and those games are Undisputed, the boxing game, Subnautica Below Zero, Ultros, which is supposed to be pretty good, I think, and Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. Ace Combat always looked like they'd be fun games, but I would never buy one, and I would download it. And
a lot of people really like Subnautica.
Yeah.
I've never played it. I was going to say I've never gotten into it. I've never even played it. I just don't know much about it. Ultros, I don't even know what that is, but when I saw it, I'm like, sometimes you can tell by the game art, like, whatever,
the key art.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I'm like, this might be good. In my mind, I'm like, this looks like it
James.
could be a Metroidvania. I don't think it's a Metroidvania. I don't think it has anything to do with the Metroidvania. But the name and the art for it, I was like, ooh, I wonder. But I don't think it is.
Sorry, James. I didn't see your messages till now because I was reading on the screen. But yeah, go to bed. You're our number 2 fan, it says. So just know that. But yeah, go to bed, watch the podcast tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for episode 396 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. We thank y'all so much for being here. Until the next time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.